Again, I would like all of my docks to be on this layer. So once we get up to like large ships, probably build up a pier for those. But I'm quite liking this actually. We may mirror this at the bottom as well, and have just another bunch of banks of refined metal and silicon wafers. The main objective here is obviously just we want money. I like money.
Hello there.
Where are you? Go. Hired. What does the meat module take as reagents? Probably water and... oh, well, energy cells and water. They have perfected the art of artificial meat, apparently. Okay. I was assuming it was going to be like water and like wheat, because I know wheat is in the game. And it was like, yeah, well, we're feeding the livestock the wheat and the water. Well, we're not going to be able to accept that, but if I come on out, we should be able to yoink a good old bit of money from there, confirm, and then pop it in there. There we go. Marvellous. Actually marvellous. We're left with a little bit of cash. Oh, how lovely. These are good times. Very good times. Now, sadly, not going to be able to build any traders there. And we're going to need some. But we should be able to just watch this fill up now. We will need traders going out and grabbing the various things. But this is going to be a nice little production facility for us. It's going to produce... I wonder if it can actually tell me what it would be at the end. So silicon... I think that's per unit. Yeah, that's per each one. So it's, it would be 3 times this. So a little bit over 6,400. The same we got down here. More or less the same. We'll be producing more or less the same amount of silicon wafers, and we'll be producing refined metals. Not bad. Now I need to basically copy this over.
Hello.
So, buy offer will be, well, we'll wait to see how much it's going to be pulling in. Unless it's somewhat comparable. It is somewhat comparable. We'll still wait for it. But I will set up... no. We'll wait for that to be done first, then I'll start having my my haulers... miners bring that in. Now, we could have a workforce, and if we did... it would give us a bonus. The bonus is to the amount of additional output per hour. And sometimes, especially on things that produce many thousands, that can end up being really, really good. However, a workforce, as you can imagine, requires things like medicine, food, primarily, is what I've noticed. I think it's medicine, food, and water. I could be wrong. But if you can supply that to them, then for the input of that, you end up getting a larger product. I don't know if that larger product actually requires more base input.
Hello there.
So it could be one of these things where it's basically multiplying the value of the raw materials, because for the same raw materials you get more product. But in a game where effectively the raw materials are infinite, I don't think it would really matter, so I don't know. Increased production does not take in extra input material. Oh, well, there we are then. Water? Luxury! I know. These fat cats and their aqua. Increased production does not take extra input materials, only the extra food and medicine needed for the workforce. Oh, there we go then. That's actually pretty cool. We will set this up much the same way we've got this one. Pretty much just sell everything automatically. So, sell, dunk. That one is going to bring in a bit of a better return. Okay. Pretty bloody happy with that, I'm not going to lie. While all that's going down, we're just back up here. Potentially protecting everyone. Food shortages away from here. Don't know what all that's about. But sadly, we're not going to be getting a new ship for a little while. And I was kind of hoping we would be, if I'm honest. But it doesn't look like that's a thing that's going to happen. Right, let's have a look at research. It's at this stage that we can start looking at getting habitat modules.
Gain blueprints by scanning leaks on certain modules.
Now, from what I know in the base game, sorry, I said the base game, in my solo game, because I've built a station with a hab module on it. Unlocking these is ruinously expensive. Like a basic one is like 11 million to just buy the blueprint. So being able to hack those will be ridiculously good. Defense modules, I actually have no idea.
Gain blueprints by scanning leaks on certain modules.
I legitimately don't know how expensive defense modules are. I don't even think I've ever seen what a defense module is. Like I don't think I could identify one on a NPC station for you, for example. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Is you could just hack everything and pay nothing. But the thing is whether you're going to make back the input on the materials you use for it. Energy cells, obviously, at this particular station is going to be fine, but... Yeah, Deathcrawler just sold a redonkulous amount of energy cells. I mean, they're small amount. You know, I'm not getting much for each one, but it's pretty much a constant trickle, which I'm very much okay with. Very much okay with. Right. Now then.
You're in for it.
Really? Was that to me? I hope not. No, it looks like the Terrans are not... They're not playing well with others. Either that or... No, oh, sorry, no, it's the Hop. Okay, never mind. Thought I saw a Terran one. No, they were all Terran. My bad. Right. Now, as I was going to check... Transaction log. Now, I haven't had a payment for a while from the stations. They've got to get up to a bit of a very healthy buffer of income above their estimated operation funds before they'll pay out. But you can just take it whenever you want. Overall, we've definitely been losing more than we've been gaining. But as a general, I think we've been more or less doing okay. The fact that we've got two stations, both of them are currently in the black. I would say that although we don't have a lot of personal funds, the stations are doing bloody bonkers good. And that's going to continue. Like I can drain funds out of there if I want to right now. I'm just going to let them take care of that automatically. This is definitely by far the more valuable of the stations, though. Like by far the more valuable of the two stations. The Terrans play nice with everyone as long as they let us fly military fleets through their territory whenever we want to, so we can wage our glorious crusade against the AI. Really, it's for their own good. Well, I mean, you say that, but From what I understand, the Terrans are the reason why the AI is there. It's like, would you trust the person who created the problem to fix the problem? It could have been either until you check, to be honest. Both the Terran and the Hop hate everyone. So it was basically Schrodinger's fleet. It was both Terran and Hop simultaneously until I looked, and then the universe kind of nailed in the answer. No more flip-flopping. But I'm very happy with where this is going right now. I do feel that we need the traders more than anything else right now. And I wonder, how much am I currently running a trader to? Also, why do you need so much money? It's kind of bizarre. Well, let's have a look at how much money it would cost me to get another... Well, I guess we could go with a small trader. I'll price out a medium trader first, though. I think our one medium trader is already an ex-trader. I'm fairly certain we had one medium trader. And he's dead. No, wait, no. These are mediums. That's a lie. Sorry, I do apologize. If we have a look at Vanya... I suspect... No, this is the medium trader. I apologize. Yeah, for some reason I thought that was the large trader. Not sure why I thought that, but we do require a new trader. I'm gonna say a large trader is gonna be in the millions, the many millions, in fact. But let's have a quick look. I think even the hull is gonna be in the many millions, actually. Let's just depress ourselves. Yes, the hull is 3.7 million. God damn it. Okay, fine. Let's look at the Argon Wharf. So a medium trader. Mercury Vanguard. Actually not that expensive. Aavak Midline. Decent shield. Okay travel drive. Got pulse turrets. Yeah, this is sub-million. And I'm going to drop the laser. No point in having it there. And I'm going to maximize the crew. Okay, let's overwrite that layout. Alright, so that's 641. Let's go ahead. I'm going to empty out some of the cash in G-Man 99's coffers. Sorry, G-Man 99. Gonna drop that down a bit. There we go. Confirm. They'll want that cash back, and they will get it back eventually, but just not right now. Also going to drop that a bit. And we are going to get ourselves a new trader. Okay. Ship doesn't have any docking points, does it? No. Sad. Right, what's the name that we're going to go for, chat? You know the drill. In a moment, you're going to throw a name in there. However, for this ship, it's going to need to be 2 names. 2 naming games are going to have to be redeemed, because this ship is going to last a long time, I should imagine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. First person with 2 redemptions. Their name will be used. There we go. Ah, Ionic Naga. So close. So close. You were seconds behind. Seconds behind. But it is going to be CEO of Alcorp, which is a fantastic name for a trader, honestly. CEO. Alcorp. There you go. We're not going to have the off. Dunk. Because I think CEO, not even having the full stops, it makes it sound more like a ship name. CEO Alcorp. And with that, let's get you made. We're not missing on any components, so that should get all done straight away. I've refunded everyone who didn't manage to get their name in. So if you did manage to get a name in game redemption, but weren't picked, or rather weren't the first to get 2 of them at the same time, don't worry, you've got your points back. No points wasted. Now, how long is it going to take? It's already 72% done. Wow. Alright, now we know that this station it's already producing more material than I can shift. So, given that, I think this is where we're going to move our new ship. CEO is going to be joining Vanya in Gamma Group. There you go. And
hello.
Management is now 3 stars, so it means our traders can look 3 gates away for a potential profitable trade, which is quite amazing, actually. As soon as we've got the energy cell production up and running, I can only imagine that we are going to start occasionally selling off energy cells. Chief Envoy onboarding Alcorp. Oh Lord. We're going to have people throwing in their ideas now for what CEO stands for. Completely epic orbiter Alcorp. We're going to need to see some other examples. Now, with that done, I'm not actually seeing many of my mine. Oh, no, tell a lie. All of my miners are going to the same place. Why? I don't know. But there we are. Okay. This is still a bit of concern. But I think some of them have actually been peeled off. I wonder. Is there any particular benefit to me taking my frigate over there to say hello? It seems like a... Like, do these get bigger over time? Because that one seems like it does not have many cannons on it. Capitalistic Enterprise Orbiter. My lord. I need to introduce you to the initiative. They don't get bigger over time. Okay. Well, if they don't get bigger over time and it's not causing me any issue, then I don't see any reason why I should risk my ships to try and deal with it. I will wait, and if the AI wants to deal with it, then the AI can. If it becomes a problem, then I will try and set up a...
Hello.
To be honest, by then, hopefully I've got enough money to get some better ships, or just more. I don't know. And here we see the herd of miners migrating. They keep their young ones in the middle to protect them. Okay, that was kind of lackluster. We need a little bit more verbosity. Also, this music's so good. Kind of has an edge runner feel to it. It's going to take an enormous amount of time for this to finish. Why? How many? How many drones do you fly with? Is my question. Because it feels like it doesn't fly with enough. Oh, my poor lasers. Poor little things.
Go away.
I don't think I'm going to stop them. I'm going to be honest. I'm fairly certain that they're already gone. They've gone whoosh straight over our heads. They're gone. Nice try, but no. They're already on their way. Oh, actually, we did a chunk of damage, in fact. I take it back. Well bloody done. But good morning, Darkfire Phoenix. I hope you've had a good sleep, mate. My lord, everyone waking up. What time is it? Oh, it's getting on. It's 7 AM for me. Alright. Well, once we've got the silicon wafer production up and running, what's the next thing we're going to go for? If we have a look at modules... Well, actually, no. We need to look at wares and then see what the wares get used for. So, silicon wafers. Those get used in the production of microchips, smart chips, and scanning arrays. Let's have a look at microchips. Oh, just 200 silicon wafers. So let me have a look at silicon wafers money again. So it was $299. How many microchips? It produces 72. And they're almost $1,000 each. Alright. Fair enough. And these get used to make claytronics, advanced electronics, turret components, and antimatter converters. See, what I would probably want to do is once we have one station that is producing the base materials, so in this case, silicon wafers and refined metals, we're going to want another station then that produces... Oh, actually, it's not just hull plates, is it? It's not just refined metal, sorry, we need methane for it. Or rather, graphene, and graphene needs methane. Oh, okay. We could always have somewhere that it's producing... How do we make graphene? It's made with methane and just energy cells. I mean, if there are bunches of things that the gases can make, then we could set up a very similar mining station to the one we have right now, but in a gas sector, which has the requisite materials, and then have these two refining stations supply their materials to other stations to either produce more complicated products or to a trade station to be sold. Is there a reason not to just build a mega station the size of a small planetoid? I'm really not sure, Bro Type Briffer. I think it's kind of cool to do it this way, but as I was mentioning earlier, if you have a single gigantic station, I think it's going to be harder for you to plan, at the very least for me, because I don't know what to expect. It may be a case that once you're very comfortable with the game, you've got hundreds and hundreds of hours. Oh my god, what the hell is happening, ship? Did something just fly into us? Excuse me? Did we just get punted? Yeah, I think something probably flew into us at travel speed. We're more or less straight in the way if something's trying to get to the gate, to the highway. I think we just got clipped. But what I was going to say is that for me, like building a mega station, there are like efficiency positives, but aesthetic negatives. And I don't know if there are any efficiency negatives or aesthetic positives, you know, back and forth. But the efficiency negatives are, if I make a bunch of isolated stations, I'm going to have freighters moving stuff between them. Whereas if they're, like, you just put raw materials in one end of the factory, and the other end is producing things like Claytronics, that's great. There's no intermediary delays, there's no intermediary transports, which means that you haven't had to buy those fleets, so on and so forth. And also, if you're dealing with workforce by the sounds of it, then you can have everything in one nice place. That sounds very, very appealing. But it also sounds like it would be a lot of planning and knowing what sort of buildings you're going to need, how many of them you're going to want, so you can leave the proper space and kind of position and lay out the factory in a way that makes sense and doesn't get in the way of itself. I know you can make things clip, and you know that's entirely that may be up down to like artistic choice really there. But because I don't know the game enough, I don't think a mega factory is on the cards for us. I think that would be way too awkward, and I would probably end up having to go back and forth and change it. Did I just get punted again? God damn it. You maniac! I'm on to you this time. Bloody large freighters think they own space. I mean, they do own quite a lot of space in, you know, inside. They're big. Let's have a look at chat. Mostly the limit is you can only have one builder working on each station. And station modules take a long time to build. Okay. I prefer to have multiple highly specialized stations because it's nice to watch the freighters taking stuff from one station to the other. Yeah, no, absolutely. Last Strides. That I mean, it's kind of like the whole anti thing. Like with Captain of Industry. And the way that I prefer to play that game with trucks, even though that's actively inefficient. Like, actually, that's a bad way to play. Because it will result in you having to consume more fuel to run your massive logistics fleet of trucks. And diesel as a consequence, so on and so forth. Or rather, the diesel is consumed and oil is the prerequisite resource for diesel. But I know that having pipes, it's free. Conveyors cost power based on their length, but pipes is free. But it doesn't look as cool. It just doesn't. It doesn't look as cool as a whole, like, train of trucks moving from one place to the next, such that they basically kick up the dirt and create a dirt road in their wake. I built 4 mega stations, and yeah, it took ages. Have about 2,000 hours on my save. Wow, that's a lot of time. That's amazing, actually. Smaller ships have to give right of way to larger ships. The smaller ships can get out of the way, but that's not happening here. The large ship is already moving at too high of a speed for us to adjust. It just kind of punts us around. We're currently working on, or almost energy cell production complete. That's amazing. Right, let's have a look at you and how are you doing in terms of refinement. They're still building up. And CEO is already back, having already done 1 trade. In fact, let's just double check on CEO. Where's your transaction log? Yeah, there we are. So, 120. I am very hopeful that now between the two of them, this is going to start, well, literally double the output, or rather the production of money. Let's head on to transaction log. Show less. There we go. First bit of cash.
Hello.
That's just really nice. Obviously the transfers, they can't be lined up with it, but what the heck? Oh, that was me transferring money in. Well, maybe the transfers can be lined up. However, they're kind of throwing this off, but it does look like we're making about 120 every about 7 minutes there. A little bit over 7 minutes here. Oh no, actually exactly 7 minutes there. I take that back. But as you can see, it is slowly getting less profitable as more and more of our as we kind of saturate the market. Hey, Road Train, how you doing? I hope you had a nice sleep, buddy. Right. Everything's going okay here. It's going to be a little while until we have money to spend. I'm terribly sorry to say we're down to 137,000. However, we now have the second energy cell facility up and running, so we're now going to start producing a nice bit of energy over here. And furthermore, we're now going to start work on well, actually we're going to get all the connectors in first. That's fine, but we'll be getting the silicon wafer production up and running pretty soon. And then between those two outputs, I should imagine this station is going to be a nice little staging ground for us to get everything else built. How's the stream going while I was asleep? I was a bit short, but good. Thanks for asking. The stream's been going really well. We've actually got a nice little station on the way. G-Man99 is looking pretty fine as it happens. If we head in there, you can see it. And I'm really liking the fact that since I'm building up from the ground, I can take my time and make it look nice. Also, go away, Road Train. My lord. Oh, this one's actually going to be... We're going to engage.
Activating cable drive.
You're going to engage? There we are. Pew, 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 pew. All of the dagger. Why are you not launching? I suspect that it has something to do with the fact that I was flying them recently. No. Well, I did tell him to dock at one point, so is that it? Yeah. It was the docked part. Okay, we'll switch them to reactive and they should be able to take care of that. I know, yeah. NPC being so rude to Road Train. My lord. How dare.
Please halt. We will be scanning your cargo hold.
But yeah, at this point, I'm pretty happy with where we've managed to get everything to. Oh, good night, Nico. But sadly, I'm afraid I'm going to be following in Nico's footsteps. I need to be off. I have got things to do, places to be. Mostly I've got to get work done. I'm going to stop doing work so I can do work. Oh, streaming isn't work. Streaming is, well, no, actually, that's a straight up lie. Streaming is a hell of a lot of work. However, it's work that I enjoy quite a lot. Much sad. I'm sorry, but I'm super happy with what we've gotten done tonight. I think the next time we pick up X4, we're going to be in a pretty solid position. We started today's stream with like 4 million. We're down to just a little bit over 100,000, but we've got an entire new facility out of it, new station that is printing money for us right now. And on top of that, we've got a couple of extra ships as well. One of them, the 9 Heavy Fighter, which I'm very, very happy with. And we've even seen Lady of Distrust doing a little bit of scallywag slaying, which I'm pretty happy with, actually. On that note, let's do a quick rundown. Oh, also, we've done a bunch of research as well. And stolen our first production module. Maybe I shouldn't be too proud about that one. But let's have a quick look at our pilots. Thalatron actually has slightly better piloting there. Lady of Distrust, doing okay with the piloting. Doing very okay with the piloting. Getting there. Alright, but that is going to be that, I'm afraid. Would a Scallywag Slayer also be a Scallywag? Nah, heaven forbid. Huh, my timing couldn't have been better then. I no longer have to come back and catch the VOD later. Yeah, exactly, Nico Plays went. So, you know, let's be thankful for the little things here and there. But we will almost certainly be coming back to X4 again in the very near future. I don't know what... I don't have specific plans on what the next game is I'm going to be streaming, but there's a reasonably good chance that it'll either be Stellaris or this or Terra Invicta. We will see how it goes. And look at that, we've got the awesome song to take us out. But that is going to be it from me. If you've got a bit of Twitch watching left in you, hang tight, we'll find someone to raid. But if that is you, then thank you ever so much for watching. If indeed you're watching this over on the Aavak After Hours in VODland, I look forward to your feedback, as always. The comments have been absolutely wonderful on the X4 video so far, though we're very, very, very far behind, so by the time you get this message, it's probably going to be a few weeks from the time that I said it, but nevertheless, I am looking forward to it all the same. But that is going to be it for us.